My peers are stepping on me to go above me. And I sat there and I go, well...
He's acknowledging the Matrix right now, guys. He's acknowledging the Matrix. Call back to the video that I recorded about Logan Paul being afraid of Andrew Tate. This is exactly what I was showing there.
If God's going to change everybody's heart about me...
You got the real people. That's what you have. You lost the fake, deformed freaks who hate reality, who are taught to reject the objective world by Marxism, and you got the real people. You got the people that care about bettering themselves. You got the people that care about truth. That's what you gained. That's what God gave you. And I'm so glad you got there because we want you on our team, dude. We want you on team reality. We want you on team anti-Megatrix. We want you on team anti-woke mind virus. This is the right side of the internet, and history is going to view us that way. Okay, guys, it's time to analyze George Janko recapping his conversation with Andrew Tate in front of his girlfriend. This is pretty funny. But also, it's insightful into how the Matrix works and exactly how blatant the machine is with their attempts at tyrannical control over people's lives. This is made even more interesting, of course, by the fact that George Janko used to be on the #1 Matrix podcast in the world and left them in what can only really be described as a cultural circumstance which demanded realness or complete slavery from people. And you saw the exact same thing with Gideon. People were called to either be mindless drones, agents of the Matrix, or they were called to recognize an objective moral framework. That objective moral framework took a lot of people away from the Matrix agents and introduced them to people like Andrew Tate, saying, wait a second, you can achieve anything you want. Wait a second, you don't have to be nihilistic. Being a man isn't a negative thing. Masculinity is not a negative thing. Achievement's a good thing. The world's against you, but it doesn't matter. And of course, this left the impulsive agents, Logan Paul and Mike Malak, in complete shambles and humiliated as they were forced to talk about fighting the Tate brothers, which I recorded a video on. That video's gotten like 6,000 views at this point. Go watch it, it's really good. Where they showcase literal fear at even the mention of the Tate brothers' names. And you realize how destroyed they've been since they said in 2023 that the Tates wouldn't be relevant 3 months later. Now the Tates are 50 times, 100 times more famous than the Paul brothers, and their Matrix podcast is in shambles, and George Janko is completely killing it off by himself. And of course, George Janko then brought Andrew Tate Candy, the same man that they baselessly slandered. The Matrix is losing, but as they're losing, they're doing an interesting tactic, which is pretending reality doesn't exist. So rather than adapting, they were just saying, nah, we're going to divorce ourselves from that thing called truth.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Sure, like, this show took off in a different direction.
Mm-hmm. And congratulations, by the way. What a phenomenal job that you did.
Thank you.
Truly.
Oh, and you know what? We could unpack why you weren't there. Well, first and foremost, Belle still wants a career in Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like, it's a very...
Oh my gosh, I can't believe he said that out loud, though.
tough thing.
I can't believe he said that out loud.
Avi, I told it to his face. Did I not tell you?
Bro, she literally just said, can you say that? She just said, can you acknowledge the fact that they're biased and will blacklist people based on what they think and say in Hollywood? By the way, I live in Hollywood, guys. This is a toxic nightmare of a woke mind virus central hub right here. I am doing God's work from the inside. Subscribe and follow me on X.
What I said to him while we were peeing next to each other?
Yeah, you told me while you were peeing, but not on camera.
So let me just unfold. We're gonna go into the saga of Andrew Tate. So in the beginning of season 1, we're recording, and I told my whole team, I go, at the end of the year, I'm going to record with Andrew Tate.
He said that.
And
that's phenomenal that he said that. That is, guys, you realize that is an acknowledgement. I'm not going to pretend that I was watching every single George Janko episode. As a matter of fact, I watched 0 of them besides the one he did with Andrew Tate. But the fact that he knew that early on, which is likely very soon after he left Impulsive, shows that he knew that they were frauds. He knew that they were full of shit and that they were liars and that they would do anything for views. Guys, are you waking up yet? They don't care about you. They don't care about your future. They don't want you to win. They don't want you to escape the rat race. Andrew Tate wants you to be better. He wants you to flex on your teacher with a Rolex if you're under the age of 18. If you're older than that, he wants you to become a high-value guy that is powerful and doesn't have to bow to the femme-centric systems of government.
It's going to change my life. Don't know why, but I saw it. I saw it there.
It is a confirmation that what he was a part of before is no longer what he is a part of now. It is the complete opposite. If he had stuck with the Impulsive podcast saying, Andrew Tate's a bad person for evil, and he's racist, and he's a misogynist, and he's all these baseless slandered words that have no basis in reality. That's one path. And it would be a path to views and what you could call maybe relevance, but it would be empty and it'd be worthless and it would mean nothing. Or he could choose truth. He could choose to serve people. He could choose to make something. He could choose to have integrity. And as a religious man, he decided to go with the latter.
And like, not talking about manifestation, but while I was there, I had to think of like different steps. Like, okay, I don't want to put my girlfriend in a situation. I don't know the man. You know what I mean? I know him from online, but I'd be dumb to put the love of my life in jeopardy if I don't know the man. So we go to Romania, and I'm asking the people in the town.
That is a little bit naive, and a little bit of the Matrix programming still lingering, if we're being honest, right? Oh my gosh, is he really this guy that Logan Paul said is not a good person? Oh, wait a second, Logan Paul's not a good person.
I'm like, do you know Andrew Tate? Oh yeah. Everybody had positive reviews. Mm-hmm. I meet the guy.
See, that's what it is. In real life, everyone loves Trump. In real life, everyone loves Andrew Tate. It goes to show that the people that spread lies and misinformation are freak shows. They're completely desensitized from reality, normal human interaction. They don't have friends. We see this with Hassan. We see this with L3. They don't have friends in real life. They're actually extremely unpopular in real life. They only get interaction on Twitter from other broken humans. But in the real world, the winners are still winners. And the freaks are constantly enraged by it. What's interesting to me about that is that you never hear them say anything out loud, the freaks in public, but you know that they're watching because then you see these people online and just complaining about nonsense and making up accusations and making up slanderous lies when they don't create anything of value themselves and are complete losers. And you see this with men, you see this with beta men, you see this with low testosterone men, you see this with women, feminists, old childless women, young resentful women possessed by the woke mind virus. You see this everywhere. So you know that these people are watching. You know that they're seeing everything. So it's important for you to realize that there are people constantly rooting against you. There are people constantly rooting against civilization and humanity, and they're everywhere.
The guy.
We meet the guy.
Phenomenal human being. Like a very sweet guy. Like you could tell that he's truly in a stage of wanting to learn and be better, and it's not an act.
Mm-hmm. Dude, there you go. It's so see, yeah, exactly what I said. All these people are amazing. Everyone loves them in real life. It's only on the internet where these freakishly deformed people that are deformed by the resentment of Marxism spew their acid.
And that's why we get into the conversations that we get into. But remember, in between...
It is resentment. That's what it is. Resentment. Look into what Marxism is. I've made many videos about it. I reference it in every single video because it's what the woke mind virus is. It's what the Matrix is. It is Marxism, the resentment of Marxism.
Part 1 and part 2, I got comfortable with him. I knew that we were both on the page of respecting each other. And I'm starting to learn that this isn't an act. This man is who he says he is. So we're on our way to
Unlike Logan Paul. Oh my gosh. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy how the world works?
The bathroom, and my God, this guy is like the mafia, bro. Like he has... Bro, you think the dude in the hat in the corner isn't with him, but he's with him, and he has eyes on you, bro.
It was
like,
crazy.
Damn.
He is, like, he moved around like the president, bro. It was quite intimidating.
But he wasn't trying to prove anything to anybody.
Never. I was finding
like,
them out
we were
as
just
I was walking around.
It felt like we were alone with him.
Yes.
But then you look around and there's like 3 dudes outside with earpieces outside the doors, and it's like, oh, okay.
Like one
it's
guy
not
behind the
just
wall.
us and
Oh, bro. It was
yeah.
just, I noticed it when he was walking. A guy was reading a newspaper and got up, and he said, no, you're good. And I thought it was just like a random guy that was sitting down. It was
That's really cool, dude. I'm not going to lie. There have been stories about how when Andrew Tate goes to restaurants in Romania, they clear out the entire restaurant and guys with guns come in. But and it's... that's basically like as high status as it gets. Let's be honest, right? There's pretty much that, and then there's Putin, right? There's not much higher to go.
Posted up.
Posted. Like, wow. I like if you ever tried to do something with this guy, I would rethink it. This guy has probably eyes on everything you're doing. So, no, that's not me just saying it. Like, truly. So we're on our way to the bathroom, and I go, we're just talking, we're shooting the shit, and he turns to me, he's like, this is going very well. When I was going into this, I was not only nervous, but I just knew that everything that we worked on rests on this. Because I knew that people had a version of me in their head that they haven't seen, and so I was just begging God, be there with me.
The real version of him that was stifled and literally censored by the Impulsive Podcast. when the realness, when the actual authentic side of Janko tried to come out on that woke degenerate Matrix propaganda platform, they would make fun of him. They would mock him. And they'd play it off as jokes. Oh, haha, we're just making fun of George for the 1500th time in a row. It's just a coincidence, though. Isn't he a loser, though? Like, that's really how you treat your best friend? Well, that's how Matrix agents treat their best friends.
So by the time we go into the bathroom in the between part 1 and part 2, we're already like, we're messing with each other. We're already at inside jokes. Like, we're very, very comfortable. And I turn to him, I go, Dog, I'm going to be honest with you. I was so scared of you, bro. Like, I did not want to bring my girl around here. What would you do? Like, I thought about it. What would I do? What would I do if you looked at me and goes, okay, I'm taking your girl now? And like, what am I doing? I have nothing. I can't do anything. I got to read and divige.
That's a crazy thing to say in front of your girlfriend, dude. Holy shit. Dude, all right.
You know what I mean? Like, what are we going to do about it? Say
sorry,
goodbye
man,
to Belle?
go.
Like, there's nothing we can do. So I told Belle, I was like, Belle, I'm sorry. You're kicking back on this one. And she was like, I'm okay. And I was like, okay, cool. So that's why you weren't on that one. But
that's why.
But dude, like,
oh, dude, that's actually so awkward. I'm not going to pretend like that didn't just happen. You're saying in front of your fiance, you couldn't keep her from going with Andrew Tate, and then she smiles and laughs about it. When Andrew Tate says that he could take any girl off of any guy, I think that may not be an exaggeration, dude. What? That's a crazy thing to say, George. Oh my God.
Like, I'm so excited we get to talk about this, bro. And the feedback on this was
Guys, tell me in the comments what you think. Could Elon Musk take a girl off Andrew Tate? Because in that call where he was with Alex Jones and Elon Musk, it was clear that Andrew Tate respected Elon Musk as someone who was more powerful than him. And that basically that never has happened before. So is that possible? In terms of what's possible, right? Tell me what you think in the comments. I think that it is possible.
incredible. So I actually do want to say hello to the new faces because, dude, I've never grown in subscribers or Instagram followers or anything in my life like this, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, and so me and him,
the real people, the people that were disenfranchised with Impulse of the Matrix programming propaganda network and wanted this the entire time. They wanted this realness. Bro, do you realize how much of a market share Logan Paul missed out on if he had just been real, if he had just been authentic, if he had just been one of the boys, and if he had cared about truth? But no, we have to kowtow to the Matrix because they took away my clout before.
Do message each other. We still keep in contact. And I really appreciate having somebody that I could sharpen my brain with, right? Just because we don't agree with each other on a lot of things doesn't mean I can't learn from him and he can't learn from me.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were at the house, so when we went to dinner that night, we're not trying to put up a front like, oh, dude, yeah, he's lucky to interview me. No, bro, I was grateful to be there, bro. Like I knew this was gonna put my career in a different level.
Boom, dude. Okay, I want to explain why Logan Paul's infuriated by this and why he had such a difficult time talking about the Tates and why he showed visible fear in that video that I recorded last time. The fact that his previous best friend, Janko, is showing respect and an acknowledgement for the objective status that Andrew Tate occupies in the masculine hierarchy, in the masculine echelons of performance, that gets in the way of the Matrix programming that says there is no such thing as objective hierarchy, which is an essential claim that they make. There's no such thing as meritocracy. There's no such thing as individuality. There's no such thing as competence. This is the reason why you see these degenerate women with, the anime profiles or the anonymous accounts on Twitter constantly enraged and running into the brick wall of reality when they fail to acknowledge the objective parameters of reality, especially the masculine hierarchies. Whenever you see a random old woman who's clearly childless and ran through saying Andrew Tate is a loser, you realize, oh, wait a second, she's doing nothing but humiliate herself because she didn't have a father that was able to instill in her the objective nature of masculine hierarchies. Objective meaning, for the few people that may not know what that word is, it's true whether or not you like it. It's true whether or not your opinion says that it's true. That's what objective means. Andrew Tate, Elon Musk, just to pick two examples, are objectively at the highest levels of performance. So for a degenerate loser woman who is basically at the lowest level of life to say that instantaneously demonstrates that she is disconnected from reality and is suffering as a result of her delusion. That is the world that Matrix puppets like Logan Paul want everyone to live in, because then they don't know what's up, what's down. They don't judge them for being wrong, for lying, for using slander. And the only thing, now that their brains are empty, that their brains are devoid of the ability to engage with objective frameworks, the only thing that's left is for the ideology of Marxism to be installed. That's what he calls matrix programming. There's a reason why the people that fill that description are all on the left. They are all leftists. That's because Marxism is a left-wing ideology that has not been confronted. It is anti-intellectual. It is anti-truth. It is anti-objectivism with its alignment with postmodern philosophy, saying there is no better and worse ways of interpreting the world, when of course that is incorrect. So their ideology, the ideology that controls Impulsive, the ideology that controls the left, the ideology that controls radical feminists, all calls people to deny objective reality. It calls people to deny truth. That's the reason why you see complete losers calling Andrew Tate, who is a billionaire, one of the most famous people in the world, 4-time kickboxing world champion, adored by supermodels, a loser. That's the reason why you see people calling Donald Trump, who is a billionaire living in a palace with a supermodel wife, loved by billions, a loser. And you look at these people and think, okay, so you're calling a billionaire president who lives in a palace with a supermodel wife a loser. Let me look at your profile. Okay, 37 followers. Okay, all right. Yeah, you're a part of the woke mind virus. It calls them to deny reality.
Am I going to sit here and act like anything else besides joyful and grateful, right?
Yeah.
So he leaves. We literally couldn't even move. We sat there and we just knew. The conversation went so well. We just sat in the room quietly and we were just looking at each other. It's so funny. This episode set me free, bro. I just realized that, how I really am is what they want. And like, I'm done with the facades and like talking about shit that I don't care about or acting like things that I don't care about. Like,
what is he describing right there? That is exactly what Impulsive is, what it was, and what it will continue to be in the future. Talking about things that don't matter in a fake way that has no importance on the world, that doesn't better anyone's lives. Meanwhile, Andrew Tate is teaching young men how to escape the matrix, how to escape left-wing tyranny. Oh, I wonder why the left-wing tyrants don't like that.
I guess because I grew in the social media realm, it was always 50-50. Show who you are, what you represent, but also do what they like. Once I realized that I could do that by just being myself, the amount of emails, DMs, and messages and tweets and mentions of people being like, thank you for just being real, I was like, okay, this is going to be season 2. And then I saw this TikTok of this man, and he was like, God will give you the vision of the end, but he won't tell you how to get there because that journey belongs to you and him with faith. And so I saw where God wants to take me. And while I saw that, at the same time, all these YouTubers are making YouTube videos about me failing. My peers are stepping on me to go above me. And I sat there and I go, well...
He's acknowledging the Matrix right now, guys. He's acknowledging the Matrix. Call back to the video that I recorded about Logan Paul being afraid of Andrew Tate. This is exactly what I was showing there.
If God's going to change everybody's heart about me, it's going to take a significant difference. And so I sat there and
You got the real people. That's what you have. You lost the fake, deformed freaks who hate reality, who are taught to reject the objective world by Marxism, and you got the real people. You got the people that care about bettering themselves. You got the people that care about truth. That's what you gained. That's what God gave you. And I'm so glad you got there because we want you on our team, dude. We want you on team reality. We want you on team anti-Megatrix. We want you on team anti-woke mind virus. This is the right side of the internet, and history is going to view us that way. There is just no future for people that say the opposite of reality. They ensure their own defeat by saying things that are untrue. Yeah, men can't get pregnant, sorry.